I use very dangerous tools and equipment almost on a daily basis. I have some simple safety rules in my shop. One rule I use is to stop for a break or for the entire day when I make a small mistake, because it's often a sign you're about to make a big mistake that can hurt you. I'm retired, so I do have the luxury of being able to stop. You may not have that ability. We all make mistakes. I don't usually share the details of my mistakes, but sometimes doing so could prevent someone else from getting hurt. So today I'm going to share a mistake I made a few days ago. It's been years since I made a truly dangerous mistake, but recently I came really close to a serious injury just by being really dumb. Anyway, I screwed up doing a simple repair of a tool. The repair was successful, and if you're watching this video hoping for blood or disaster, I do have to disappoint you because I luckily did not get hurt at all. For now, let's look at the repair before I get into the dangerous mistake I made. The problem I was trying to repair was a bad air leak at the trigger valve on my Porter cable framing nail gun. I figured there had to be some O-rings. First, let's look at how the trigger valve works. As you see here, there's a small safety catch that free floats and prevents valve engagement until the safety actuation trigger is depressed. Blah, blah, that was a mouthful. All those fancy words are much easier to understand just by observing. Take a look here. To remove the valve, all you really have to do is remove the trigger and unscrew the valve. However, this is a good time to remove and clean all the other parts. It's so easy, and it may help check for other issues. There are only 5 fasteners to remove to dismantle the whole nail rail and safety actuator. This is the valve assembly. It is simple, but it has a lot of O-rings. I replaced them all. I already had a set of O-rings I bought from Harbor Freight years ago. The set contains dozens of sizes, but none of them fit as they are all imperial sizes. I was pleased to find that Harbor Freight now also sells a metric sized O-ring set. I have looked and I haven't found a better deal. You get hundreds of O-rings for about $10. You can spend that for 3 or 4 O-rings at your local hardware store. There's a link in the description. The metric set had all the O-rings I needed for this project, including one that goes into the case. Time to put it all back together. The valve goes back into the housing and it gets screwed into the case. If you've been waiting for my big mistake, here it comes. I decided to quickly check for further leaks before I finished the assembly, so I hooked up the air. So far so good. And then I pushed the trigger. Big mistake. You see, I had not removed the rubber bumper or the piston in the main cylinder. It literally came out with the sound of an explosion and hit the ceiling 20 feet above me with tremendous force.
Wow, man, that was really stupid, wasn't it, dude?
It sure was. I could have been very seriously injured had I been in the way of the flying piston. Let's get back to the assembly. The trigger handle is reinstalled. The piston and the bumper is reinstalled and lined up with the nail rail. If the safety trigger was removed, reinstall it with the spring positioned as shown here. Then the whole nail rail is reinstalled with the safety trigger positioned as shown. Remove all the nails. And it's time to perform a test in a safe manner. The leak was fixed. The nail gun worked again. I survived my own stupidity. All is good. Hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.